YouTube, we have made it to the last stretch. Hold up. I'm gonna actually have this face tracking. Okay. Made it to the last stretch on a flight, getting ready to board on our way to Vegas. So, as you guys can see, I got the death face going on. It has been a very brief prep. And what I mean by brief, it was a prep that was very unexpected, but we made shit happen. So, for the most part, I'm proud of my progress. I can't wait to get on stage. And most definitely, I am excited to be in Vegas. Now, first and foremost, one thing I do want to say is that throughout this prep, it definitely has been a huge mental toll, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, just like the fear of unknown, not knowing who you're going to compete against, and going through the prep because it sucks. And I'll say 9 times out of 10 throughout this prep, I was I was doubting myself a lot. And I mean, there was moments and times of, I was getting that courage or that, mental stability because of my friends and family, who just have been supporting me. And even, I think I probably said this in a previous video, but I'm just so fortunate enough that even me being an active duty service member, I'm trying to listen. But yeah, me being fortunate enough as an active duty military, I'm still able to compete, and my command endorses it. And as long as I have the leave days and the funds, and it doesn't bother the schedule, then all is good. So, but yeah. Also, another thing to mention too, I initially wanted to record my workout before I got here to the flight. I wanted to talk to you guys a lot sooner back at the house before I actually left Alaska. I'm currently here in Minneapolis, waiting to depart to Vegas. But, shit happens, and, we made it. We're here, about to depart here soon. And, I just can't complain anymore. This is the last stretch, just like how I said. I was pretty irritated because, my time was being condensed, and I had a lot of things to do prior to actually making it to the airport in Alaska. But outside of that, it was just a whole clusterfuck. But we ended up making it, and obviously we made it halfway here throughout our journey. And yeah, Vegas, we will be on our way. And actually, oh, that's me. They're calling the military. Well, would you look at that? Get on a flight all automatically. And look, as you can see, everybody who likes to record this walk, even though just walking in an empty hallway. But yeah, I guess I was the only military. I went up there, they was like, oh, accepting all active duty military. Pop right up, and I'm the only one here. So I'm present. I'll see you guys in Vegas. Let's go get that pro card, baby. Let's go. All right, you guys, I finally picked up the rental car. I'm here in Vegas. It's hot, but it got a nice breeze, so that's a good thing. But dude, I landed at 8:30, and then I did not think that getting this rental car was gonna take as long as it was. I was maybe an hour because I got to go pick up my luggage, and then I got to go to the place, and then it might be some other people who are trying to get it as well. But then, yeah, just going back to that, going back to earlier, what I was saying, just the whole inconvenience with everything uh, that's been like interfering with my time hacks. Like when so getting here, knowing I was going to be landing in the morning, I can't check into my Airbnb until 1500, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, it is what it is. I still have to go grocery shopping, but my number one objective as of right now is to go to the gym. So we're on our way to the Dragon's Lair, the infamous Dragon's Lair. I'm gonna go there, uh, check my weight, send it to my coach, and then from there, hopefully, he may update my meal prep or my meal plan or whatever the case may be. But yeah, initially I was pretty indecisive if I wanted to get uh, a fucking rental, and that's only because I was just like, it would be a lot more convenient in the sense that like I won't have to be overly reliant on Ubers or taxi, which can accumulate up to maybe the same price or even more than what I'm going to spend on a fucking rental. So I was like, plus it also aligns too, because just like I was saying with the whole inconvenience of me not being able to check into my Airbnb until 1500, I'm pretty much just going to be like, not driving around all day, but I'm going to just be in the car and at the gym and going grocery shopping. So yeah, we are here in Vegas, baby. Yeah. Uh, I am almost here at. I think I took too soon of a right. I did, but you know, criminal things that we do is criminal. Jack in a Box. I never had Jack in a Box. That would probably be like a post-show meal or something. We'll see. I have a lot of food that I want to try because this is my first ever time being on the West Coast. So don't harass me in the comic section, but I've always been overseas or on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm going here, check my weight. I'll show you guys what the physique is looking like. Again, I'm flat as fuck. I'm starving. And, you know, that's the point. And hopefully our weight is at 91 kg. So if it's 92, then it's not going to be too bad. But I want to say 2 or 3 days ago, it was at 93 kg. But look, we're pulling up to the Dragon's Lair. All right, you guys, I'm going to see y'all in here.
Are you kidding, dog? Wow. All right, one more time, side chest. So you want to angle your feet just a little bit away from the stage. So turn just a little bit. There you go. Yep, now bring that other one closer. There you go. Good, recheck. Glutes. Relax. One more time. Yep. Re-engage everything, re-engage everything. There you go. Hold on to the glutes. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Good. All right. Trace rear. Remember, breathe through your diaphragm, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big breaths as you're transitioning, go into the pose. That's when you really want to catch up on your breath because it's hard to breathe when you're posing, right? So through your transitions, remember you want to breathe through your diaphragm where you're going like this instead of your belly going, right? All right, all right. So rear double bicep from the ground up, calves, hamstrings, glutes, then back. Good. Twist the elbows back a little bit more. There you go. Re-engage glutes, hamstrings. Great. Squeeze it back. Squeeze, squeeze. Good job. Re-engage. Again. That was great. Re-engage. Everything. Hamstrings. There you go. Rear lat spread. Engage your glutes, hamstrings. Good. There you go. Squeeze them, 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 squeeze them. Good. One more time. When you're posing, you got to take yourself into deep, deep waters, right? Deep waters and get comfortable there so that when you're on stage, you're going to, as you get tired, you're going to convert back to what you normally do, right? So if you always know that you're on point, that's what you're going to revert back to. If you start like, the mind is start like, man, I can't breathe. I need to like let up on my posing a little bit so I can breathe or else I'm gonna pass out. So you got to get yourself to that point where you're about to pass out in this posing room so that you push your conditioning, your endurance. So that's just repetitive over and over and over and over and over till you damn near barely can breathe and then get used to that. Then when you're on stage, that doesn't happen. So again, from the rear, that's my wife. So again, that rear lat spread. Good, good. Squeeze the glutes and hamstrings. Great. Hold on to it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Great job, man. Good muscle control, bro. Yeah. All right, side tricep, which is one of the hardest poses to do when you're out of breath because you just want to breathe and you're contracting. So side tricep and abdominal and thighs, two of the hardest poses to do when you're out of oxygen. That's where you got to just barely take sips. It's like MMA when you're being choked out. If you just relax, you don't need that much oxygen, right? You just barely sips. But if you lose control, it's a wrap. You're going there, right? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Same kind of foot angle.
Yep, exactly. Good, good. Squeeze the shoulder into the pec. Because there you go, more striations in there. There you go. There you go. Contract down in the serratus. Good. Again. And the reason why you angle away, so go straight on sideways like you do. And just look at your leg position, right? Don't even worry about posing. Just look at your leg position there. Look at your hamstrings, how much your right hamstrings show. Okay, now angle away a little bit. See, now it looks like the leg is so big, it's showing the other hamstring. It looks like the leg is even wider. Yeah. So it's just an illusion, right? It's just an illusion. And being that you have a small waist, when you twist back even further, it shows off that small waist a lot more, right? So it's just about angles and illusions, brother. All right, one more time. Squeeze the pec, there you go. Stand up straight, more upright. There you go. You're a tall guy, man. Keep that. Squeeze the glute. There you go. Squeeze it, engage. Hold it, watch it, look at it, hold it. You can see what it's doing. Hold it, right? Hold it. There you go. Relax. So what you got to do is like what we would do, we come in a posing room like 5 weeks out. We pose like an hour on mandatories and then immediately just put a CD in. Back then it was CDs. Yes. And just flow to that whole CD, right? But what you're doing is you're getting used to transitions and you're getting used to just holding the pose. So say you're doing your routine and the crowd just go absolutely nuts over that pose. You don't want to release it. You want to be able to hold it. So if you just locked into a certain beat, now you're off beat, right? But if you just come in there and you just pose over and over and over, each time you do your routine, it's probably going to be different, right? And pose in your mind, just pose all the time. But that just gets you used to actually just posing, brother. So again, one more time. There you go. Good. Stand upright, squeeze that shoulder, twist a little bit more. There you go. So again, when you twist, go ahead and twist. When you twist, you're showing off this shoulder width. There you go. You want to show a wide draw. Look how much crazier that looks. Absolutely insane, bro. Right? Squeeze that glute. There you go. Engage it. Engage it. Engage it. Good breathing. Good breathing. Relax. Yeah, that's a hell of a pose for you right there. Yeah, when you show that shoulder width and everything, that small waist, you engage in your glutes and everything. That's a nice pose, bro. That's a nice pose. I tell you, you ain't gonna be able to be in classic physique for long, man. As tall as you are, oh man, you got a body for bodybuilding, brother. You do. Yeah, you're going. As you grow, you're gonna grow out of that. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep dieting down, just losing muscle, that hard muscle that you worked on. So, are you? What's your weight now?
So I woke up this morning. Well, I walked in here, checked my weight immediately.
Yeah.
I was 203.
203, and what's your cutoff?
201.
201. Yeah.
So yeah, I just gotta lose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's just gonna happen automatically.
Yeah.
All right. Abdominals and thigh.
I mean, I agree with you because I think even like I do have a nice structure and frame, but like I can look at myself at like maybe 210, 212.
Yeah.
And it looks a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot fuller. I mean, yeah, it's just evolution, just like Keon, right? Yep. It's just evolution. I mean, he got so much size now that if you see him walk around in the gym, 4 weeks out, it's like, damn, you can get on right now if you drop water. So it's interesting that after he does Olympia, he's going to jump into the open. And at that point, he already said it. Yeah, he already said, I'm going to the open right after the Olympia. And what's going to happen is he's going to like, damn, I don't look too bad against these guys. And I'm not even dialed in enough. So it's just evolution in bodybuilding. Even what's his name from Germany that just won? Urs. Yeah. Just evolution, man. Just evolution. And what separates him, my boy know how to pose. Yeah. That's one thing that they just took away from open bodybuilding, man. We know how to pose. We know how to entertain the crowd. So he gonna hurt some cats who just, if you up there and you getting winded and you got a guy tapping like, man, come on, let's go. Right. And he's working. It was like a fight. Right. I'm tired. And the other guy ain't tired. I'm just working. Turn the camera on. Mm-hmm. It's time to shine. So again, let's go abdominal thigh.
I typically don't do it straight up.
Okay, let's see how you do it. Good, good. Squeeze down, blow, 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 blow. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, blowing, blow, 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 blow. There you go. Great. So I see what you mean when you pull your legs up. You're showing a separation up in here and everything. But you got a quality that a lot of guys don't have that a lot of us had back then is striations. So show both. Show both. Pull it up. Let them see that. Then smash down on it so that you got striations too, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's called like stealing poses in between a pose. You do a pose and you switch up into another pose. You just giving them, a greater visual, and also you helping them to understand. I know how to show my best point. So I'm gonna give you the mandatory part this way, but then I'm gonna show you my best way of doing it, right? So it's just like what you doing in your rear double bicep. You going here first. You doing a pose. You want them to see that before we get into that. So all those things, man. It's like when you're doing your side tricep. Give them that, but then switch and go to this way. Give them versions of that. So, and get used to posing that way. So I can tell that from the flight, you hold in just a little bit of water, which is normal. Yeah. But also I can tell, man, I mean, when you dialed in, you're going to have it, bro. You look great. And also just from a little bit of instructions, you're grabbing that. So, you're going to be able to maintain that. But, before I would book this room, for an hour and do it after you worked out. That way you're already exhausted. Right. And you push yourself even deeper. Just come in here, man. do your mandatories, watch the videos afterwards, and if you can, just put some music on and just flow to it. Just flow to it over and over and over, getting used to transitions and stuff like that. I think there's tons of videos of me in a posing room just posing and they're counting. And we'd do a 10 to 15 count, 1, 2, all the way to 15. Then you change into a pose. But we'd do that for hours, dog, and to the point where I'm not even tired anymore. I'm just like, I can just get in there and just get down and hold for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and not even being out of breath. That way on stage, I know I'm going to be able to expose the guy. If you're getting tired and we're close, I'm gonna expose you now. Now I'm working. Hey, no, don't bend over. Come on, let's get this. So in a friendly way, but I got to show my strong point. So, man, you look great, bro. You look great, man. Yeah. Man, you gotta, with your wide clavicle and everything, man, you can put on some size. And I can tell you can put on some leg growth also, which is a hard thing for a lot of people, but you have the ability to do it, and in classic physique, they don't put so much of emphasis on legs, but what you want to do is you want to try to be a pro amongst amateurs. You want to look so, I'm kind of like, this dude don't even belong. Get him out of here. He's pro. That's how you want to. That's how you want to approach, being on the stage. But you got to be professional in every aspect. The way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you present yourself, your ability to hide your weaknesses and expose other people's weaknesses and exploit your strengths. That's being a professional. You're just professional in all those categories and eating. In the discipline of all that. So, you've been in the military and being active, man, and being able to maintain and put that size on, you got it, bro. You got it. Just keep going. I ain't got no criticism on you or anything like that. You had a really great muscle control. When I would say squeeze, you were able to do it. So you just got to mentally, when you're in here by yourself, you just got to mentally do a count, do a 15 count, and check yourself. Look at yourself. Whatever you feel that the muscle that you relax more, just stare at that muscle. Make sure that's locked in. If that's locked in, then everything else should be locked in. Yeah, and just doing that over and over to the point where you just get comfortable, bro. You just get, it's just like if you had to go to battle, you need to be comfortable in deep waters. A lot of like Navy SEALs talk about that, like just being out in the middle of the ocean, pitch dark, and you comfortable instead of freaking out. Where's my mates? Geez, am I going to drown? I'm just comfortable. I can float here. I'm good. So you got to be in deep waters and find comfortability in that to know that when the sun is shining, man, I'm just going to be extraordinary now. Right. You know what I mean? But you got to prepare for the worst and able to be able to shine bright when things aren't going on. All right. Tell me, man. Definitely, brother.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem, brother. Not a problem, bro.
I greatly appreciate this time.
I fully understand.
Just like throughout my whole career, I've just been stationed overseas and taking this opportunity because initially I wasn't planning to prep for the show. I was actually planning to go to Prague.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I was going to attempt to get my pro card there, but then work happened, and then
right.
Now I'm fortunate enough to meet you here.
Yeah.
So this is genuinely a blessing.
No, man, I understand. Listen, bro, I didn't get to where I got to without just people lending me help, just giving me help with no reason at all. So, a lot of them be like, man, back then I'm like, I don't got no money to pay you.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. So we I don't got that to offer you because I'm straight. So why are you helping me? Right. And a lot of them say, hey man, just pay it forward. Just pay it forward. When you see somebody, just go ahead and pay it forward and give it to them. So I'm paying it forward, brother. Yeah, definitely, man. But it's an honor. Not at all, bro. Not at all. Pleasure, man. Hit me up on Instagram. I got you now. I'm following you. If you got any questions or anything like that, man, I'm good. I'm an open book, brother. I'm here for you, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you too.
Yeah,
all right, you guys. That's not the end of the video, but I'm gonna get dressed. Another good news: the Airbnb is available. I don't have to wait another hour and 20 minutes. So let's get a move on. Let's go shower because I'll stink. I'm tired and I'm hungry. Let's go.
Whoa. All right, YouTube. That was a very surreal moment with me and Flex Willer. Still can't believe it. But I did go and grab groceries. And as of right now, I'm meal prepping. So I can kind of show you guys so you guys don't think I'm capping. Cooking some fish right now.
Got some chicken, some salmon here. Got my vitamins out. I got the fish cooking, and then yeah, pretty much from here I'm gonna just wrap this up. Cause I think I got like 3 more meals to eat, and it's currently it's almost 1800. So yeah, we're gonna knock this out, prep our last 3 meals for the day, and then go to the gym, just do some cardio, cause we got 2 more pounds to lose, and then after that, that's it for tonight. And then yeah, we got 2 more days until registration, and then 4 more days until we step on stage. So I'll catch you guys here and maybe, I don't know, whenever I'm finished. All right, peace. All right, YouTube. Hold on, let me turn these fans on, off, so you guys can hear me correctly. All right, YouTube. That about wraps up this night. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I am a little bit upset that on those clips with me and Flex Willer, the camera was turned away from me and it was pointing at the mirror. But the main objective, or it was such a memorable moment for me. It's kind of unfortunate for you guys as the viewers, but you know, you guys got to hear some feedback from, you know, one of the greatest bodybuilders in the world, in my opinion. And as much as he's been complimenting my physique, like he's just been understanding like all the hard work that I've been putting in and how I'm genetically gifted. And, you know, that just has been a blessing that I got the opportunity to, you know, meet him and then, you know, have him look over my posing as I'm 2 days out from registration, but technically 4 days out from the show. So, yeah, bro, very grateful, very honored. And yeah, to conclude this night, meal prep has been complete. Right here, oh, the camera want to act right. I got some salmon in here. Just put some paprika and garlic powder on it. Nothing fancy. And then in here, I prepped some chicken, and that is some tilapia. So nothing crazy. Oh yeah, and then we got asparagus too. But yeah, bro, that's fucking it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to post this as soon as possible, definitely before I step on stage. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a blessed day. And yeah, let's go get this fucking W, bro. All right, peace, y'all. You have a good one.